Welcome back to Celebrity Radio. It's Alex Belfield talking to some of the world's biggest stars and some of my favourite people, and most talented too. We've got one for you today. Maureen Nolan is currently starring in Footloose across the UK and is about to open in December through January in Great Expectations at the Blackpool Opera House, and I'm delighted to say she joins us on the phone now. How are you doing?
Very good, thank you.
You are so talented. What I love about you, you make it look so easy. You're a guaranteed, consistent star that always delivers. Congratulations on that.
Wow, it just made my day. Thank you.
It's not easy, though, is it, to turn up 8 times a week and make it look like you want to be there?
Sometimes it's more difficult than others, depending what you're going through in your life, your real life, or just how tired you are, but... as you know, I think we've spoken before, certainly about Blood Brothers, could never shortchange anybody. They're maybe seeing it for the first time, and I love the show so much that, you have to give it your all, really.
Isn't it amazing how that show continues to sell out? I just saw it this year with Lynn Paul in Nottingham, and again sold out for 2 weeks. It has sort of this endearing love by the public.
Definitely. And I do, as I said before, I think it is in the writing. I think it's just Willie Russell's genius in my mind, and the writing just grabs you, doesn't it? Where whoever you are or whatever you're doing, a part of it will relate to your life, and make you think about your life, I think.
It's an extraordinary story. And then we look at Footloose now. You're touring the UK with Gareth Gates. How's he doing, by the way?
He's doing great. He's had a few voice problems. He was off last night. He's having throat problems generally, but he's great. I think people just are so amazed when they come to see him. Again, not to patronise him, but we know he sings great, and we know, he looks great. But he's just such a great comedy. He plays the comedy role in Footloose, not the Kevin Bacon part. He plays Willard, the country bumpkin kind of parts, right. And he's so funny and really, really great,
Oh, fantastic. And then we look forward to December 10th when you return to Blackpool. You're there this week with Footloose, and you're going back for Great Expectations through January the 7th. So I guess this is a good gig for you for two reasons. One, because it's a good show, but secondly, because you can be home for Christmas. That's rare.
It's just, it was like a gift when my agent phoned me with it. First of all, playing an iconic part like the role of Miss Havisham. She's not Mrs., is she? That's the whole point.
Have you read the script yet?
And the fact that it was Dickens, which I'm absolutely mad about. It was quite spooky, really. As a child, I read all the Dickens stories. My family sort of went, I can't believe you've got part in a Dickens musical, So that was brilliant. And then win. It's in Blackpool over Christmas. I'm home for Christmas and not doing a panto.
What are your Christmas normally like? Is it pantomime and you're 400 miles away and you don't see anyone, or do you always make sure you get home for Christmas?
Oh, I have travelled hundreds of miles. I nearly always for the past, I've done about 24 pantos, I think, always get home. We all do, and I've got home to Blackpool from Southampton on Christmas Eve, and from Hastings, and from Canterbury, and then back again on Boxing Day. So a lot of travelling, but Christmas is so important to us. That's the time of the year in our house, growing up and stuff, so we always manage to get together. Yeah.
How do you view your life and career at this point? From my perspective, you've made it. You were a child star that went on to be an adult star and continue to be a star. There's no greater dream than that. I always think to be popular means one day you'll be unpopular, but you've managed to form a career where you're constantly in work. That is every actress's dream, surely.
Yeah, I feel very lucky, really. I don't quite know how that's happened, but I'm delighted that it has. And this year and next year as well, actually, at the moment, is just full of work. So really can't complain. And to get, as I say, to be offered the part of Miss Havisham, I felt was an honour, such a great role, character part. So I certainly intend to do my homework and get it right, hopefully.
Over the years, I've spoken to you and, of course, to Bernie and Colleen and all the sisters. I know it's been a difficult time for the family over the last few years with loss and illness. I always ask the question, how are you? Because often we forget to ask that question. Are you well?
Yeah, absolutely fine. Myself and Denise and Colleen, we're all fine. We have regular checkups and stuff. Although we haven't got that particular strain that is a gene where you inherit the gene. I can't remember, the BRCA gene or something, is it? Cancer, something like that. They do think perhaps we do have a rogue gene because, you know, half the girls in my family have had breast cancer. So it's a little bit of a worry, but, you know, you don't let it affect your daily life. We get regularly checked and hope for the best, basically.
I guess it never becomes normal when you wake up and Bernie's not there and you have to get on with your day and you get on with your life, don't you? But it must still be tough.
It's really tough still, and it's kind of waves, isn't it? You know, like memories, because we were joined at the hip for 30 years, really, all of us, travelling, touring, and there's so many memories, it's just ridiculous. So every day there's a memory, every record that's played on the radio is a memory. And she was just such a life force that it's... The longer it gets, almost the disbelief gets stronger, I think. That I think I just said out loud to her the other day, so you're definitely not coming back, man. You've definitely gone. I've got a picture of her in my dressing room, you know. So,
it's over 3 years now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 3 years in July it was. It's just ridiculous. We just thought she was the kind of character that we thought would live forever, you know, so that was, on top of everything else, that was a massive shock, you know.
Yeah. And what a talent. I mean, just to hear her sing live, that voice was just stunning.
Stunning, fantastic voice. I mean, I was her biggest fan. I haven't read her book, I can't bring myself to yet, but apparently she says, Maureen was my biggest fan. She used to call herself my anorak fan. And I'd sort of go to a show and say, wow, oh my, that was just incredible. Because she could just sing anything. She could sing soprano, she could sing musical theatre, rock, pop. And I remember always I used to go and say, wow, that was great. Honestly, I've never heard it. It was brilliant, brilliant. And always finished it up with, but just remember there's people coming along who are bigger and better. She was always expecting that. Just to bring her down to earth, you know.
Yeah. But the way you see it, she's still with you, still talk to her, and she's still there as much as she ever was.
People always say, I hope you don't mind me talking about your sister, but I'd much prefer that people did, because it keeps her alive, kind of. Yeah. She'll always be alive in our hearts anyway.
Yeah.
You know.
I loved her very much. What a talent, as are you. I wish you all the best with Great Expectations. Let's do the big plug. December 10th through January 7th, you can see Great Expectations at the Blackpool Opera House with Maureen Nolan, one of my favourite people and a stunning talent yourself. Have a wonderful Christmas at home with the family, and I wish you all the best. Thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you so much, Alex.